right, hello and welcome everyone. Those of you tuning in bright and early, I greatly appreciate you. As always, we are going to get started with more. Actually, no, this is premiere night, so it's not more of anything. We're going to get started with the premiere of Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's another RPG that's similar to like how Final Fantasy Tactics works. Tactical strategy RPG? Is that what they call them? I don't know. Anyways, I'm excited because we'll actually be revisiting this game at least 3 times, I believe. Because there is, just to inform everyone right off the bat, there is multiple story paths for us to go through and do. So that'll be fun. But I'm not going to do them all back to back like we have with other games. Because the game is kind of long as far as I know. I've only ever gotten a fourth of the way through, and then honestly got obsessed with grinding in the game, and I'm kind of still in that point in my personal save. So, I mean, we might, like, do some casual streams of grinding for this game, like, after we complete all the paths. But other than that, we'll definitely go through the game all 3 times, hopefully by all of them by the end of this year. But I want to get through like other games too, and I know after we beat it I'll probably be like done, so it'll be exciting. And actually I think this will be the first game on Switch that we play through all the way through. I mean, we have played like Mario Party on Switch, but like actually playing a Switch game directly, this is kind of a new and exciting step for sure. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. You're playing 3 houses. Hell to the freaking yes. How many houses? 3. Usually just SRPG. That's fair. I can vouch for the grinding obsession. Yeah. Man. You have no idea how much you love this game. I've put in at least 100 hours, and I haven't even, whatchamacallit. I haven't even gotten to halfway through the game. And I'm not even sure if I've made it a fourth of the way through the game, honestly. Welcome in, R. It's nice to see you and have you here. 3 houses plus 1 extra route. Okay. Is it like in the name or something? You're silly. Zeke is just being a silly. I did actually subtly allude to the fact that we were playing it today. I don't know like how much people like check things, but I updated our completed and planned games list today, and I see that Discord's okay. There we go. I updated our completed and planned games list today, and I put currently playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now nobody would have gotten pinged for it, but for those of you that might be sleuths, you might take note of that next time. I noticed because Jesse told me. I did tell Zeke. Welcome in, Rogue. It's nice to see you, and welcome in, Grim. Welcome in, Ara. It's nice to see and have you all here. Thank you so much for swinging by. I do appreciate it. That being said, trying to do a double check to make sure we're good everywhere before we get started. I think we are, but I'm doing good here, Rogue. How are you doing tonight? All right. I think we can officially go ahead and head over to the live scene. I did make a alternate account for this game, so that way we could just start completely fresh, as if we just pulled it out of the box and we're popping it into the Switch for the first time. I'm glad you're good today, Rogue. That makes me happy to hear. Ready for homework to be done? I don't blame you, Zeke. Does it still have that new box smell? It does not. Shh, don't tell nobody about it. But as far as I've played this game, I've really enjoyed it. Update data has been downloaded. A new difficulty level titled Maddening has been added. The Goddess Tower can also be viewed in the extras under the event gallery. Note, the event gallery is unlocked after clearing the game. Start the playing in Maddening difficulty, select New Game from the title menu. Update data has been downloaded. The number of save file slots is increased. It is now possible to go into battle with the same appearance as in the monastery. A new ally will join in Crimson Flower. I don't know what that is. Update data has been downloaded. A new outfit has been added for the protagonist. A new quest has also been added. You clear the quest, a new character will be able to invite to a tea party. I don't know what any of that means. I've never played this game before. Kidding, I have. I am... that's funny. That's super funny, Grim. Or if you're here right now, could we get a shout out for Grim, by the way? He does a lot of cool stuff. Having this cartridge face you when you put it in, yeah, that's, I don't, yeah, exactly. It's funny as in, I'm a peasant and I don't play on anything other than normal and casual. I blame, honestly, if I probably started with Fire Emblem and I was more used to losing people. So actually, let me, for those that aren't familiar, Fire Emblem has, is known for characters permadeath. We won't be playing with that, at least this time around. Maybe we'll come back and play Fire Emblem again sometime on the same campaign. Like, right now there will be 3 campaigns for us, I know for sure. Give me one quick second, because I cannot text and type at the same time. Kind of pointless, that's fair. Of course, Graham, of course. So I'll say this, like, I think Final Fantasy Tactics has definitely spoiled me in the fact of you're able to revive characters. Like, I don't even mind permadeath, but at least give me like 3 turns to try to fix something, you know what I mean? I'm not used to having and strategizing in that way. You know, sometimes I will have like a monk face 3 people, so to speak. I can't do that in this game. I mean, you can, but we're not going to get punished for it. Like, severely punished. Yeah, exactly. But I would eventually really like to get good and play with Classic. But I know for this playthrough, I'm not going to. And actually, we should sit on the main menu, because if we wait long enough, there's a really good song that plays. And I do want, there will be lyrics to the song, and I do want everyone to listen to them, because they are very powerful in a lot of ways. It really is unlike all, yeah. I mean, I'm still going to play casual, I'll be honest. And yes, when the song starts, I will quiet down so that way we can hear it. Here it goes. This cutscene is also really pretty. It's quiet.
Beloved place, silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames of force I can't run from. to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Yeah, the Three Houses theme is really good. I do agree with you there. Want to turn the game back down? Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. Oop. Oh, no, we don't. That's just going over job classes. We don't need that. I totally agree. I've had a lot of fun with it as we've played. As I've played on my own. But I'm excited to go through it because I didn't ever finish any campaign. I will tell you guys what I started when we get to that point. Connect to the network. Can I on this account? I know I'm not signed in. Yeah, no. All right, we won't play online. Not on this account. Oh, we got some cutscenes right off the bat. Tailtean Plains, Imperial Year 91. Oh, I remember what I was trying to say. So I'll hold it until after plot and cutscenes. That might be a little bit of a problem. That sword just incinerated everybody. He looks like a friendly, charming fellow. I'm honestly still undecided. I know what I would probably pick, but I might leave it up to chat to decide. But I will inform chat of what I did pick. We will make, by the way, we will make our choice. It actually surprises me of how early on you get to make your choice. Which is why I'm like, which is why it's not super spoilery. And why I'm saying it now. She looks cool. Not gonna lie. I do like a badass. A badass girl. That is a cool sword. Damn.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. Die. Die.
I like how everyone's just standing around watching.
Everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Thank you, Koro. I appreciate it. It means a lot. You're way too excited for this. But the opening cutscene is awesome. Yeah. When we get to the time to decide, I'll reveal what I picked then. Now, I don't know a lot about any of the choices after that point either. Hello. Hello.
I wonder how you got in here.
Well, let's see. I bought the game and I put it in my Switch, and here we are.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to discuss. So before we continue with plot, so that's why we're not going to be playing Classic. Is like I don't. As much as it would be nice for storytelling purposes to have people be permadead, and you do kind of get rewarded in the sense of if you do lose a unit, there's special dialogue and things that kind of happen and whatnot. It does it. Fire Emblem is really good with that. As well as it makes it very heartbreaking to lose someone. But I don't know if I could handle that. Not this playthrough. We could definitely do it again at some point. I'm sure we'll play this game again at some point. I don't know when. I mean, and when I say we'll play this game again at some point, I mean we'll redo the campaigns. Because by the end of this year, my goal is to get through all 3 of the campaigns, and I've heard that there's a 4th one, as Grim said earlier. And I know that there's a DLC campaign as well, so the goal is to try to get through all of them, but I don't know how that'll work and how long it'll take, so we'll see as we go, for sure.
Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Okay. Alright, select form. Looks like we have a guy or a girl. Guy or girl. I think chat already knows what I'm picking.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
That is a good question. I do not know who I am. I'm a ghost now. Boo! I'll go with I'm immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
So Byleth, no matter if you pick guy or girl, is the canon name. But you don't have to. Nobody refers to you as your name in this. So we will change it to mine.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
I know, my name is weird.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
For those of you who know, we did do a celebration. I am December 7th. Ethereal moon. Actually, let's take a look at the moon names. Mary, thank you so much for the raid. Ara, could we get a shout out for Mary if you don't mind? You were playing Wild Arms 4, actually, weren't you, Mary? Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. I really appreciate it. How was stream? How did it go? Welcome in, Stuff. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? Good. It looked interesting. I think that was the very first time I've seen anything from Wild Arms 4. I know I only swung in for a small minute, and I'm sorry about that. I was doing stuff today. Having a chill day, I'll be honest. I thought that the female character was Virginia. Oh, thank you. That means a lot that you were thinking of me. How is it going, Wild Arms 4? Like I said, I think that's the first I've seen anything from Wild Arms 4. Like I've said before, when we were playing Wild Arms 3, I never knew that Wild Arms 4 or 5 existed until many years later when I was trying to track down Wild Arms 3 again. Alright, so for moons, we have Guardian Moon, Pegasus Moon, Lone Moon, Great Tree Moon, Harpstring Moon, Garland Moon, Blue Sea Moon, Verdant Rain Moon, Horsebow Moon, Wyvern Moon, Red Wolf Moon. Why not Blue Wolf Moon? Sadness. Loved it. Been so long since you played. Well, good. I'm glad that you're loving it. We were just starting Fire Emblem 3 Houses today.
Never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
That is strange.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
It's nap time. I feel that.
Almost time to begin.
What do you mean begin? Begin what? When your mother-in-law was still alive. I understand that. I'm sorry for your loss, Mary.
Hey, time to wake up.
Hello. Who are you?
Having that dream again?
Yeah, I was, I guess. Dreaming about a young girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
You got
Risking
it.
your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
You got it. Of course.
Hmm? Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Yep.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Yeah, what's going on?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
Hello.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
Bandits.
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now.
Well,
Come on, let's move.
time to fight some bandits. You got it, Chief. No worries at all, Mary. Thank you so much for the lurk. I do appreciate it. And if you know anything about here, we always save on save slot 2. Nothing else. Save on anything else, you're wrong. Just kidding. I don't care that much. But that was always my rule as a kid. Just save slot 2. I've always been attracted to 2. Skirmish at dawn. Prologue. An inevitable encounter. Player phase.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
Yeah.
Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Select a unit, then move next to an enemy. While your unit is next to an enemy, the command window will open. To attack, select the attack command and choose a weapon. Alright, who do we want to use first? We have Edelgard, who uses an axe, it seems. He's a noble. We have Dimitri, who's also a noble, and he uses a lance. And then we have Claude, who uses a bow. And is also a noble. Like, they're all nobles. And I am a commoner. What is Gerald? He's a paladin. Also uses a lance. I love the music in this game. It's so good. Ooh. Okay, well, anyone can reach that guy, so...
Stay focused.
You know what? I'm supposed to be the mercenary. Oh, wait. I can talk to them. Hello.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
You got it.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Alright. Looks like I have to wait.
I will prevail.
I can't remember I know it doesn't matter as much in this one, but there is a sense of rock, paper, scissors to weapons. So I believe it's... Let me try to remember. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Lances beat swords, swords beat axes, and axes beat lances. Is that right? So in that case, I should have Dimitri attack. But am I correct in it doesn't matter as much in this one? A weapon will break when repeated use brings its durability to 0. You can fight with a broken weapon, but your might and hit rate will be reduced. So you see, what happened is, in my personal save, I only use broken weapons to get me stronger. And somehow I'm still dealing like 40 damage per turn. I kind of went a little crazy with the grinding, I'm not gonna lie. Enemies will make follow-up attacks more easily. Be careful with your weapons. You cannot repair them mid-battle. People have abilities that brings the triangle into play, but those abilities aren't being brought. Then the okay, yep. And brawling beats magic. Got it. I didn't know about brawling beating magic, but that is good to know. With Edelgard, with him weakened, Edelgard would be a better choice to go in.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Use the battle menu to create bookmark saves, view tutorial guides, and more. To access it, press the A button when the cursor is on a space without an active unit. Once all your units have taken action, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. You can end the player phase early by selecting End from the battle menu. Which, if you have moves, you kind of want to use them first. Combat bows. Bows can attack from long range, although their hit rate is reduced as range increases. They are highly effective against flyers like Pegasus Knights and Wyvern Riders.
Ready and willing.
I wish I could read. That sounds like something that would be useful. Thank you for confirming that, Grim.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
You got it. Certain terrain will have effects on the unit occupying it. Forests, for instance, raise a unit's evasion and defense. Move your units to advantageous terrain and prepare to meet the enemy.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Yep. Forests are not the only terrain type you'll encounter. Keep an eye for others, such as thickets and heals tiles. You can see effects of terrain by placing a cursor over it. Press the X button on an empty space to toggle terrain information and unit icons. This seems like a good position for Dimitri. Not to mention, he would have advantage over them. Claude can't really get that close, but that's alright. Alright.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
Combat arts. Combat arts are powerful techniques that use more weapon durability than usual. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks. Units learn new combat skills when their weapon skills go up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. I gotta get some EXP going for me.
Bad as that.
Boom, boom, boom. Da-da. Yeah, this is what I'll do. Have Dimitri go over here. It's taking a little too much damage for my liking. But built a little bit of a bond with him. Claude. And then I'll have Edelgard follow up. There we go.
Witness my power.
Okay. Have Edelgard follow up over here. I'm trying to get like even. Oh shit. That didn't really help. That's all right. I'll just go direct for another attack.
You fought well.
No worries at all, Ara. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Please sleep well and have a lovely rest of your night. Thank you for swinging by and helping me with all the shoutouts and things. Select items options to change your equipped weapon or use items such as the Vulnerary, which restores your unit's hit points.
Use caution.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for Dimitri to use it, but I hate having to use Vulneraries.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
I honestly prefer to have the enemy come to me.
When an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Yeah. When you attack an enemy that's also in attack range of one or more of your units, you will trigger linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units also raise might. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies. Linked attacks will also build support among the units involved. An item icon on an enemy indicates that you will get the item that is highlighted in green in the unit's details display when you defeat them. So what does he have? He has an iron axe. I do like axes. I do like free shit. Just being straight up. I do. If it is free, I like it. Trying to move to an advantageous position a little bit. I prefer when the enemy comes to me and I don't have to come to the enemy, but I don't think that was really the right move there.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker?
Yes, he is.
What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
Welcome in, Hippie. It's nice to see and have you here. How are you doing tonight? You appreciate that I chose female Byleth? How come? I'm a little curious. Without spoilers, if you can. Although you may be in an ad right now, Grim. So, sorry. Good, eating dinner now. Good. I'm glad, Hippie.
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
You started. Move again. Ooh.
You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Mind your business, old man. That's okay that I missed. Really? Come on. What was my chance to hit there? That seems a little crazy. I missed both times. God, I suck. This could be a little bad. Missed. 75%. That's fair.
Such power dwells within.
We have now leveled up to level 2. Magic goes up by 1, dexterity goes up by 1, and defense goes up by 1, and charisma goes up by 1. Oh, I didn't want to end the battle that soon, but I guess it's fine. Whoa.
Seriously, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
I'm trying to get you killed.
Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right?
Okay.
You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
The beginning? What do you mean, the beginning? Got your big etch class cut today? Ooh, nice stuff. I'm happy for you. Graham, if you're still here, how come you're happy I chose female Byleth? If you don't mind me asking, and you can tell me without spoilers. Sorry, I'm currently checking a couple of things real quick. Yeah. Yeah, why did you appreciate it? Just out of curiosity, if you can get away with not saying anything spoilery. I'm just curious. I always play female characters if I can.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Yeah, who called you that? What are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
Huh. That's strange.
And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
I mean, you and I are on the same wavelength, apparently.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
No, not at all.
Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I'm less than a child? I'll say I'm no child.
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult?
That's a good question.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
I wanted to be a hero. While trying to flawless. No worries at all. Raven, thank you so much for the lurk. I do appreciate it. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was restricted to gender. I guess that makes some sense. I guess that makes more sense. Okay, that explains more to me then. I was always curious why certain things were locked. Oh. Are you sure Brawler's male only? Because I feel like on my character on my personal save, I was a Brawler for a bit. Maybe it's something that I can use fists, but not. Okay. I think I get it. Get out. You know what? Why don't I just type the @? That would be helpful. Silly me. If you aren't already following Night Raven, go give him a follow. He's a cool guy. And he was on our very first episode of Creator Clash, so he is a very good friend of ours. Sure. There we go. Is it so wrong for me to be a hero?
Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
I believe that. Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
I thank you.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Wait, hold up a minute. You don't even know how you did that? What will happen when time resumes?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Okay. That sounds about right.
How rude of you to drag me into this.
I didn't mean to do anything.
What to do?
I'll just stay here and wait to die. Let's turn back the hands of time.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
That. Okay.
Cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go. Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Aye, aye. Ooh. Why didn't I just do that from the beginning?
Hey, over here. Huh?
Hey, did you just...
Yep.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
After them.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
I mean, Dimitri was, he was kind of beat up, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like gushing blood everywhere all over the battlefield. Should probably get him to the hospital. No big deal. I'll walk it off. Rub some dirt in it, Dimitri.
Why him?
Why him? Oh, so they got some history. Let's go. I'm MVP. All right. Let's see.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway.
Awfully confident.
It must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Do we have to?
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit. Or he's a stranger to me. I mean, I didn't realize I was his child, but sure, we'll roll with it.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
Sure.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Yes, we're gonna sneak off in the middle of the night.
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled.
That might be what it is like further down it might be more locked off. I couldn't tell you for sure, but I believe you. You probably know way more than I do.
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Okay. I know I told one of my real life friends.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question.
I know I told one of my real life friends that we were playing. I don't talk to her all the time. Actually, them. I don't talk to them all the time. But I would say our bond is still pretty strong, even though we don't talk often. But I know they really enjoy Fire Emblem. Welcome in, Lyconius. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? Let me get a shout out going for you as well, friend. How's the volume, by the way? I know that when the music was playing in the very beginning, I know it was kind of quiet, but it should be better now, hopefully. I'm typing in lurk, not shout out. That tells you how much I lurk in other people's streams. And how much I don't do my own commands. How I am so thankful for Aura. We love Aura. If you don't already follow Lyconius, go give him some love and follow. He does a lot of cool games and things. He's playing through Stardew Valley. I know he was doing a lot of Pokemon and some other things too. He's also playing Final Fantasy VI right now. I don't know if he finished it yet. Did you finish that? I don't know. Tell me if you did. I don't fucking know. When does my brain ever work?
You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Blade Breaker?
Sounds right to me.
Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so. I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrigmach Monastery.
There's an Officers Academy at a monastery?
We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
Ugh.
That would be because you ran off.
Oh.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything.
So if we're going to compare these guys to rogues and knights and whatnot, you're the more thievish, roguish type. That makes sense.
Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
You know what? It makes even more sense, because if he already makes you laugh, you can tell a lot of rogues are kind of like lighthearted. Well, some of them. Some of them are the dark and mysterious type, which is also fair, but I find that some rogues are very, like, lighthearted, humorous, jokesters. Bards are kind of like that too, though.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
And she's the serious one.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power.
That wink.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment.
Sure.
The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
Oh, she's right up front with it.
I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition.
Oh, well, listen here, boy. She just had the balls to speak first. Pardon my French, but
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire
he had
need
his
of
chance.
individuals like yourself.
In other words, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. I think that's the first time I've talked like that on stream. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate someone who's got guts and doesn't dance around things. I very much dance around things. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
Smart. I do like that.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Do I pick now? No, I don't pick now. Etruscan Empire, land of ancient history, Holy Kingdom of Fergus, land of noble knights, Leicester Alliance. I'm hoping I said that right. Virgian League of Nobles. And so someone just became your favorite character. That's fair. I'll be honest, I like all of these guys. I think every character that is in this game, I've liked in some way, shape, or form. I don't think I have a character that I'm like, really? This asshole again? But obviously I like them all for different reasons. I will say, I don't think it matters here as much, but what would you guys go with? I'll let you guys pick here, and then we'll have a larger discussion when it is time to pick. Of course, Lyconius is the least I could do. And thank you, Hippie Cat, for the self-care package. Then what am I? Rogue, you're the charming rogue. I've stretched, hydrated, and I'm indeed sitting up straight. Thank you for that, Hippie Cat. I do appreciate that. Like Hester. Yeah. I want you guys to pick this one, because I'm not sure if I will let you guys pick the main path that we choose, but I'm leaning towards it, for sure. I know nothing of Fire Emblem, though. You'll take it, no worries. Good. Hello, King's Lifer. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing today? Bum 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 ba-dum bum. The female knight was at least up front first, so her. Alright, we'll go with that.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
Ah.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
Sounds like a plan.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude. Go with Edelgard. She's a refined young woman, though I feel as if she's always evaluating me. Dimitri. Seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. His smile, easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
That's really, like, good. I'm not gonna lie, that's really good voice acting right there, where it's, like, audible yawning, but, like, it feels believable at the same time.
I may be sleeping, but
That's, like, really well done. You can be, like, quite likable, yeah. Like I said, I don't think there's anyone I really dislike in this game. From as far as I've played. Doing well, just tired from work. I understand that.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon.
Three houses. I wasn't sure if he was going to read that.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
Leicester.
Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Relative. That's an interesting choice of words. But makes you trust her more. That's fair.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Place is gorgeous.
Ray is here.
Who's that? Oh, well, you can... I'm gonna guess that's her? How'd you just know that she's here? I mean...
Did the flow of time bring you here?
Is you in the video game? I don't know yet, Juskle. We don't know.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Well, welcome in, Juskle. It is nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? It's lovely to have you here. Her? You've been here before. I think it's obvious that he's been here before. Let's go with her.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Okay. The Archbishop.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The
Right.
leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
That ridiculously large. He doesn't
Thank
look
you
at
for
the...
your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
He doesn't look too fondly of the church.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
Well, Mom's dead.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is Jesse. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
You're welcome.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Understood. Must be fine indeed.
force back into the Knights of Seros.
Jessica, you flirt. Slightly evil today. How come evil?
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a servant? Or I'll go with as a mercenary. I don't want to insult Dad.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Me, a teacher? But how old am I? I don't look that old. I'm not saying like teachers can't be like young, but like I actually had a teacher that was like in their like early 20s. He was really cool. But like even still, like, huh?
You
Not qualified.
those earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Oh, you're calling them brats now.
Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
Oh.
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
Well, that's what I get for being so damn impressive, I guess.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
You're just gonna leave me alone?
And watch out for Lady Rhea.
Watch out for her? How come? She seems nice.
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Is pointing in the direction of a Disney villain. Stop being impressive. God damn it. Why must I be good at everything I touch? No, I don't. I'm not narcissistic like that.
So young.
That's what I was thinking. How am I qualified to be a professor?
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Touche.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
Okay.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Sure thing.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, she's already hitting on me. You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
But I was actually genuinely curious.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses.
Yep, seems like
I
it.
expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each.
Nope, not at all. Just stop being perfect. Easy. Can't say I blame her. Jessica, you flirt. It's flattering, thank you.
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
That makes sense.
The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
Okay.
Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
Okay.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Okay.
Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Okay.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
Certainly seems so.
I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Treasures. I don't like the way she said treasures. She sounded very like they're fucking brats.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
Understood.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
Okay.
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
Welcome in, Jacob. It's nice to see you and have you here. Jessica, you are very hot on the flirting today. It's flattering. Thank you very much, Jessica.
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual.
A suspicious individual?
We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Like, I'm feel like being entertained today. Flirt and see what happens. Thank you, Night Raven, for the hydrate. I do greatly appreciate that. It would help if I unscrew the cap on my water bottle, perhaps. It is so nice to see all of you here tonight. I love it when we're all here together for a new game. Very exciting. Makes me even more excited to play the games. Yeah, I gotta study up if I want to be a teacher. Hey, congrats, Jacob. Hopefully, you know, you are also attracted to the said person. It's definitely a confidence boost if you get asked out. I will say that. But everyone has charming and nice qualities to them. I know you guys don't know these guys like I do, and I don't even know them like as well as like, you know, someone like Grim would know them, but it's nice to see them again like this and to be able to share it with you.
Of course.
No, not the congrats. Well, it's not, in my opinion, it's not being mean to say, no, you're not interested. Just be like, thank you, that's very flattering. But I'm already in a committed and devoted relationship. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Try to let them off easy, obviously, but, you know, make it clear that you're already in a relationship and things like that. Like, if you're already in a relationship, then that's a whole nother thing entirely. And I'm clearly having none of it. What do you mean by I'm having none of it? I'll admit I'm hard to charm. It's quite flattering, Juskal, I will say that. Yeah, I would definitely take it as a compliment too if someone asked me out. I should, while exploring the monastery, R stick to move camera, plus and minus buttons zoom in and out, BY buttons dash. Oh, I think I might have forgotten about that. If you're ever unsure what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objectives are displayed there. Accept the quest from Lady Rhea. And actually, before we do that... Okay, no, I don't.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
Yes.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home.
Thank you.
That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it.
Denied.
Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Oh, sweet. She's gonna give me a sword? Hell yeah. And 500 bucks. You should speak with every student you can. This might be your only chance to see what they're really like before you become a professor. Speak to the 3 house leaders and gather information about the students in each house. The students can be found in the reception hall on the 1st floor and throughout the Officers Academy. Accepted the quest Informal Introductions. Quests are given to you by people around the monastery. Those who can give or are involved with quests have icons by them. Consult the quest menus to see the quests you have accepted. The icons besides each quest indicate their status. Icons for essential quests are red. So I will say this. We are very much going to get overwhelmed by a lot of characters and descriptions and details about characters. And then we're pretty much like, all right, who do you want to pick and who do you want to teach? So it is very overwhelming, I will say, especially on a first playthrough. I would say on a second playthrough, you have more of an idea of like, oh, well, I would like to go with them. And you know them a little bit more. You've seen them around and things like that. So it's... You're already aware of all these characters, but it was a lot. Yes. Yes. For me, when I first played, I was like, holy shit, I'm being thrown into a decision right now. Like, I knew from the start that it was like, okay, you're going to have to pick someone, but I didn't think it was going to be that soon. And also with not being able to really get to know anyone, it's very like, it's a lot.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
I would say a bit more than a bit. Louise.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Then they definitely wouldn't have made a good professor.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
Yep.
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
You got it. Alright. Yeah, so it's probably going to be extremely overwhelming in a lot of ways. But know that's okay. And know that I felt that too. It's okay. It truly is. Because also with Fire Emblem games, for those that aren't familiar with the series, everyone who is in your party, they all have names. At least, I don't know about like the very early ones, like the ones on the NES and things like that, but as you go through the series, they all have names and they all have personalities and so on and so forth. So it starts to become very like, oh, you start to really fall in love with the characters. And that's one of the biggest charms about Fire Emblem. Like for Final Fantasy Tactics, for example, as much as I love the game, your side party members and the party members like you use for normal battles and whatnot, they're named, but they don't have any personalities. They're very much fill-ins, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that or having a game like that, but I can see why a lot of people love Fire Emblem because of it, the named characters, which also I feel like makes the permadeath even more heartbreaking. And Fire Emblem is also one of those games where you cannot recruit more people. So if you start to lose out on a lot of people and you're playing on classic mode, you're in for a bad time. Like, the game is always possible to beat with one person. It would take a lot to do so, but it makes it a lot harder, for sure. No worries at all, Night Raven. Thank you so much for the lurk. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for swinging by. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is something you can do. And, like, I know some people, like, you know, especially if you're playing through things like emulators for Final Fantasy Tactics and whatnot, you can then change names or outright make new characters and then name them yourself, and then you can have, like, inserts, but outside of that, they don't really have the same personalities, like, especially like compared to something like this. All right, let's go over the minimap. The minimap in the upper right corner of the screen shows your current locations and the locations of important people, the directions, quest givers, and more. Zoom or change the map view with the ZR button.
That's so.
The songstress Dorothea in my class. Mercedes seems a bit eccentric. Is that a tattoo on Petra's face? Students are gossiping. Welcome to the reception hall. And beat the game with this restriction? Exactly. It is very much possible. It's hard, but it's possible. Linhardt always seems laid back. Lorenz is a true noble. Ash is the best, totally unpretentious. Hello, cat. El gato. Edelgard's the main quest, so I don't necessarily want to talk to her just yet. I do, but not just yet. Who are you? Hello there. You must be a new student.
Greetings. You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Spotted Claude. Ash and Casper. We will have to meet them here in a bit. I need to plug in my controller. Worst case scenario, I can always get my Joy-Cons and the docking station. You can't go past here. But why not?
What do you think?
This is the Golden Deer homeroom.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
Okay.
The House leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Okay. Let's go talk to everyone in here. You're that mercenary.
You must be that renowned mercenary. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a cup of tea sometime.
Sounds lovely.
My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Okay.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
Pleasure to meet you.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
What do you think?
Leonie's so friendly. That noble lady's... That's the noble lady Hilda, isn't it?
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you.
Okay.
I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you. Who are you? You're Captain Gerald's kid?
Someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael, that's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Oh, first and greatest, huh? How old are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Oh my god.
What do you think?
No worries at all, Lyconius. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Please take care and have a lovely night. Send the best wishes to Mom.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri.
Okay.
All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Okay. You must be.
Well, well. It must be my lucky day today, being approached by such a beauty.
Oh, Sylvain.
I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
Oh.
This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Thank you. So that's Ash. That's the one Jessica likes. One of them.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Ah,
Felix, Ingrid, and Sylvain are all old friends.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
Of course.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that.
Very true.
I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
And beating me, he says confidently. We'll see about that.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It is a pleasure indeed.
Okay.
Alright. This is the homeroom of the Black Eagles.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
Thank you.
Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Thank you. Hubert's so cute. I love broody boys. Ferdinand's smile always makes me melt.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Okay.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Sorry, one moment. Pleasure to meet you both. Save that one for last. Need more sleep.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, this is Caspar.
Linhard, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Alright. I'm most grateful. I'm pleased.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard.
Pleasure to meet you.
Who came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks.
I heard you came. Okay, yes. I forget. They read the dialogue for me.
This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Thank you. This is a pleasure to meet you as well.
Hello.
An unfamiliar face.
You don't have a familiar face. What brings you here? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Sounds like a plan. There's someone over here. Hello.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
Oh. Hold on. I forgot I can run.
Yes.
Okay. I do have to step away for one, hopefully brief moment. So, please excuse me while we switch over to the Be Right Back screen. Sit back and relax and take in all the people we've met so far. That'll be a good way to... Because we've met the majority of people. We just have to talk to the house leaders and then do some things on the second floor. And then we'll be ready to progress. But I will be back momentarily. Sit tight. Alright, terribly sorry about the delay, everyone. Let's get back to it where we left off. The professor's rooms are on the 2nd floor. Thank you. I think we will head up there in a moment. Captain Gerald's return. Gerald's a good man. You cannot go past here.
Yes.
Head up to the 2nd floor before we talk to the house leaders.
Hi.
I've never seen you before. Just because we are new here. Very, very new here. Now then, what's next?
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks.
Oh.
Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
What else did she need? Damn it all.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years.
I see.
I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Noted. Well, it was nice seeing you, Dad. Take care. Goodbye. This is my laboratory.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Investigated the crest analyzer. What could this crest be?
This is my
Okay. Oh, here to visit?
Hello, Professor. Dropping by so soon? Are you ill? This is the infirmary, you know. If you're
I
ever
see.
wounded or sick, do feel free to drop by. Or if you would like a nice cup of tea. Would you? Well, some other time.
Love a cup of tea. Cup of tea sounds lovely. Blessing of the goddess be with you. Thank you. I always find the offer of like a cup of tea to be very nice. Doesn't have to be like romantic. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. But I've always really enjoyed the idea. Just sitting back, relaxing, chatting. Hello.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodlan. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Been here for decades. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Thank you, Rogue, for the self-care package. I have stretched. I'll hydrate. I really drank a lot of my water last night, didn't I? And I am indeed sitting up straight. Thank you for that, Rogue. Alright. I think it's officially time to talk to the house leader. But there's nothing else this way. Do not go upstairs. Alright, to the 1st floor.
Yes. A moment, please.
What was the button? Oh wait, it was the... Oh, no. There we go. That's the button. So I think we have explored everywhere we can, so let's start out with Edelgard. Pity.
So you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
Changes the plans.
I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg.
Hresvelg.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. Tell me all about it. Tell me about yourself first.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Imperial lineage multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Strengths, swords, axes, leadership, and heavy armor, if I remember right. Weaknesses are bows and I believe that's faith.
What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
That's fair. Swap display. And get a close-up.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
Thank you, Mary. We'll save after we go over every one of the Black Eagles. Inappropriate to gossip while having tea with someone. You'd be spilling the tea they took the...
You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Strengths are bow, reason, leadership. Weaknesses are axe, faith, and flying. Get a close up. Ferdinand.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Very fair. Strengths are swords, lances, axes, and riding. Not weak against anything. Or weak of learning anything.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
No action except wait, recovers up to 10% of max HP. That's pretty good. Strengths are reason and faith. Weaknesses are axes and brawling. I should go back over Ferdinand.
For some reason,
Confidence.
his house is...
Gains hit and avoiding plus 15 when a unit is at full HP. And then grants plus 5 might with gambits. Okay. Sorry, I didn't go over everything, so I wanted to.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself.
Okay.
He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Understood. Born fighter, adjacent foes suffer minus 10 AVO during combat. Strengths are axes and brawling. Weaknesses are bow, reason, and leadership. Oh, nope, I didn't mean to ask again. Nice close up.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Appreciated. Persecution complex grants plus 5 attack when a unit is not at full HP. Strengths are lances and bows. Weaknesses are swords, axes, brawling, and heavy armor.
She's Count Varley, I believe.
Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Famous songstress, huh? Wonder if she has any connection to Manuela. Songstress. Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Ooh, that's really good. Strengths are sword and reason. Weaknesses are faith, riding, and flying. Understandable.
To the west of Foglin is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Okay.
Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Okay. Hunter's Boon grants plus 20 crit when a foe's HP is greater than 50. No, less than. No, that's greater than. No. No, less than 50%. Sorry. Less than or equal to 50%. Strengths are swords, axes, bows, and riding. Flying, not riding. Weaknesses are reason and faith. All right. My controller batteries is still low.
What do you think?
All right. Let's talk to Dimitri. The amount of time I took to figure out which one it was.
Scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression.
I didn't want to seem stupid, but that's exactly what I ended up doing.
I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness.
Oh, thank you.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. You met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Tell me about everyone. Tell me about yourself.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well.
Oh, are you now?
But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Oh. Leicester lineage multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Strengths are swords, bows, leadership, and flying. Weaknesses are lances and faith. I've always remembered it as like less than, and like if you look at your hand and make an L shape, it'll and like kind of like turn it on its side, it'll look like the symbol. That's how I've always remembered it as a kid, but I wasn't looking down or anything like that, so I kind of like had to take a minute to like refigure it out in my head. I'm also horrible with like left and rights, like. As silly as that sounds, like I'm the type of person who will be like, just look left, and then I'll be like, your left or my left, and just get all sorts of confused. I'm bad with directions in general. Like not necessarily like knowing like what the compass directions are or like where they point to, but just again, like I would be lost without a map everywhere.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
Oh, does he?
That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Distinguished House. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with a battalion. Strengths are lances, reason, and riding. Weaknesses is brawling. Understandable. Just look where the open space is. That's fair too.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
That's about it. Oh, I haven't been doing close-ups of everyone. It doesn't matter that much. Goodie basket. Chance to recover 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Trigger percent equals luck stat. Understandable. His strengths are axes, brawling, heavy armor. Weaknesses are bow, reason, and riding. Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight.
Okay.
If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
I haven't been going on whether people are commoners or nobles. Oops. I won't worry about it. Watchful Eye. Grants hit plus 20. Strengths are swords, bows, and leader. And weaknesses is flying. Let's head out. Lysithia.
and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Claude definitely strikes me as that type of person. Mastermind, double skills experience earned in battle. Strengths are reason, faith, and leadership. Weaknesses are swords, lances, axes, and heavy. Marianne.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Animal Friend. Unit covers up to 20% of max HP at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. Ooh, that could potentially be really useful, actually. Strengths are swords, faith, riding, flying. Weaknesses are brawling and heavy armor. Hilda.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she's never around submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
You would not find her picture there because she never got around to submitting it. That is clever. Advocate. Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. Strengths are lances and axes. Weaknesses are faith and leadership.
Hilda, if you look up...
Leonie.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Rivalry. If a male ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. She definitely wants to be better than the boys. I respect that. Strengths are lances, bows, and riding. Claude reminds you of, well, you. Understandable, I can see that.
Hello.
Claude's a bit of a smartass from what I gather. More like the unique characters in Fire Emblems. Playing the tactician in the OG game. That's fair. I liked being the tactician job class in Awakening. I really liked, in all honesty.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here.
Indeed.
Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes, they did. Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
Very true. I don't disagree with that. There's a character that likes to mess with people for his own. That would be you. Understandable. I get it. We all have different ways to find fun.
I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Royal Lineage multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Strengths are swords, lances, and leadership. Weaknesses are axes and reason. The dude.
Dedu was born in Dusker and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Staunch Shield. If unit takes no action except wait, grants 4 defense for 1 turn. Strengths are lances, axes, brawling, heavy armor. Weaknesses are faith, riding, and flying. Felix.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
Unit deals.
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Lone Wolf. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned, or when battalion endurance is 0. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Strengths. Sword, bows, brawling. Weaknesses is reason and leadership. Understandable if that's his personal skill.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner.
Commoner.
He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Oh, he's lockpick right off the bat? That's really cool. I didn't realize that. But a lockpick allows you to open doors and chests without keys. Strengths are axes and bows. Weaknesses is reason.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Ladies man, huh? Philander. If a female ally's adjacent unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. Strengths are lances, axes, and riding. Weaknesses are the bow.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Live to serve. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. Strengths are reason and faith. Weaknesses are swords, lances, axes, and heavy armor. That could make her very dangerous. And a powerful healer.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Perseverance. Use Rally to grant +4 strength to an ally. Strengths are axes, reason, and leadership. Weaknesses are the bow and heavy armor. Ingrid.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself.
Oh.
She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Okay. Grants +3 might and +5 hit with gambits. Strengths are swords, lances, riding, and flying with no weaknesses. Lady Knight.
I appreciate your effort.
You're responsible for choosing which house to lead. Okay. Yep. That's complete. And we've got our rewards. Suppose I should return to Rhea. Let's continue exploring and we'll return on our own. Just to double check everything everywhere.
Yes.
But I think we got it all. Was this just to... Yes. I think we've explored everywhere. Ingrid reminds you of Agrios. I can kind of see that. Leonie and Sylvain together would be scary. Yeah. I can definitely see that.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Alright.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
Wouldn't that be considered speaking out of turn?
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Alright. We have the Adrestian Empire, the Black Eagle's house, a house for students from the Adrestian Empire. Many are nobility, and most of them use magic. Holy Kingdom of Fergus. A house for students of the Kingdom of Fergus. Most value their chivalry and excel at military arts. Leicester Alliance. The Golden Deer House, a house for students from the Leicester Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. Alright, so we have 3 options here. Now, I want you guys to... I'm going to set up a poll. Because I do want to hear your guys' input. And after you vote, I would like to hear why and why you want to go with that house. And hang on. Can't type and text type and talk at the same time. Why you would want to go with that house, and yeah, just pretty much why. I had another point, but I completely lost it. Both have ability that boosts their own damage if the yeah, exactly. Hang on 1 second. Alright. Let's go for 3 minutes and let's have a discussion. Alright. You know what? Let me refresh this page. Maybe it won't let me make a poll if I don't refresh first. Alright. Sorry. I'm sorry. Of course, everything's being slow. And yes, let's have a long discussion about this. And I'm not necessarily going to go with the majority this time, but I do want to hear your guys' thoughts and reasonings. It may sway me to go with something else. Oh, I meant to mention, what I chose on my personal playthrough and started with, but I didn't finish, was I went with the Black Eagle house. I thought a lot of the characters seemed interesting. I was kind of drawn to Dorothea, Edelgard, and Petra in a lot of ways. They all seemed very interesting to me, personally. And I was not mistaken on that. But I've had interactions, again, I'll be honest, I've grinded a lot in this game. I've had interactions with all the characters, and I find them all fascinating and very interesting. So do not let my opinion sway yours, either. So 6, 7... 6, 7... Okay, yep. I don't know why, I felt like there was... 6, 7... I don't know why, I felt like there was just... Felt like somewhere there was like one less somewhere. You're refraining from voting? Understandable as well. We did just go over all of them and each of the characters, but again, this is how the game is played, is like it throws you right in to making a choice. Which I can kind of respect in a way, but I I know for me, yes, I do agree with that. Though magic is not, especially with heals, but you need some night. That's fair. That is fair. Most of the students in the house are cracked. That is fair. No worries at all. Like I said, I just want to hear what you guys are thinking. That is true. I should mention that. You can recruit any of the students, minus Hubert and Edelgard, if you pick someone else. Daydude and Ferdinand. No, not Ferdinand. What's his name? I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. And I believe it's Hilda here. And Claude. As Grim said, the Ferdinand. Ferdinand is Black Eagles. So you guys voted for Golden Deer. Okay. Zeke went for the tiebreaker. I don't know. I'm kind of personally leaning towards Black Eagles myself. Because I would like to see the rest of that campaign. I'm not going to lie. Again, this is not to say that we will not come back. We will come back to all of these. Go for Black Eagles then. That is true. Then I do like the name of the Golden Deers. That does, it's a very pretty sounding name. You have no idea. Okay. I won't count your vote then, Zeke. No offense, of course. Like I said, I'm not, like, I wasn't going to necessarily go with the majority of the poll, but I wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts and opinions were. Welcome in, Dolphin Gamer 2. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? No, don't be sad, Zeke. I'm doing alright here, Dolphin. How are you doing? I think I probably took like an hour to decide. Or even an entire day. Like, I think I pretty much was like, you know what? I hit the home button and I went to sleep. Start the software. I don't want a system update right now. No. I'm in the middle of the stream! Ignoring homework currently. You do want it to be fun forever. I appreciate that, Zeke. Your favorite game, so you had to come by and watch? Oh, well, I appreciate you swinging by. It means a lot. Stream the system update. I don't think it would be that entertaining to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Most chapters in the game, Claude is the cutest troublemaking schemer, streamer, yeah. Claude streams. I'm glad to hear that you're doing great, Dolphin. Lythesia is absolutely cracked. I think I genuinely want to see the rest of the Black Eagles campaign, so let us confirm with that.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Thank you.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of.
That is a lot of oxidized copper hair.
In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students.
Okay.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
All right. It's gonna be an eventful week.
So our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I like you already.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status.
That is a good way to live.
Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
I don't mind at all.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Thank you, Petra.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
Oh, I took it the way she meant, honestly. I didn't read that much into it. I appreciate it, Dorothea.
You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Well, thank you, Dorothea.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Oh, that makes sense.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others.
I needed an adult. Please. I think you're jumping the gun a little bit here, Grim. Barely know the girl.
I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student.
Thank you, Edelgard.
That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Thank you very much.
Sure, sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
You are speaking my language. Bull's just asleep.
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate.
Oh.
The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
I have a girlfriend in Fantasy Canada. Zeke, you're just making shit up about me.
They're not normally this rowdy.
Well, a new teacher's exciting, I understand.
I do hope you can manage, Professor.
I'm very excited about this. Classic mode, they are lost forever. Jesse's hit points are reduced to 0 in classic mode, the game is over. In casual mode, it only ends if your army is defeated. Got it. A new teacher's exciting. I think for me it is. It also depends on the teacher. There are new places to explore in the monastery. You received 1,000 gold from the Church of Serios as funding for this month's activities. Oh? What's going on?
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Promise?
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before
It wasn't
one
your
can
fault.
dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines.
Okay.
Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
Okay.
Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
For now. And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
Okay.
As I said, crests are passed down through the blood.
Okay.
However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well.
Okay.
Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power.
Interesting.
Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can to find out.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected?
Ooh.
To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done.
Thank you very much.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps...
Or get anyone to do anything. Did you get to that? Nope, not at all. Repeat it.
Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
He's very interested and very focused on his research. I've had classes where the students would eat the teachers alive pretty much too. Now possible to go into battle with the same appearance as in the monastery. You can set this in the journal by selecting unit appearance. You can now change the protagonist outfit in the dancer ensemble in your journal. A quest has been added from chapter 5 of the main story on. You will find the quest via the bulletin board. In order to accept it, you must have the ability to invite people to tea parties.
Each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead.
Okay.
It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
The monastery schedule features different events on different days. Each week will have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be to explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Okay, so we can only go explore, which we will do. Now, Let me go over something else. Oh, yes. Let's take a look at ourselves. We are female. We don't know our own age. We are 164 centimeters, and we are a commoner. Now, everyone has their own job classes as we go on, and things get more and more divided. It's really cool. I really like the job system in this, I'm not gonna lie. And let's see. We don't know what year we were born, but we were born as the child of Gerald. And 1180, we were hired as professors at the Officers Academy at the Garrick Muck. Very interesting. Professor's Guidance. Multiplies units and adjacent allies' experience earned by 1.2. Sword Prowess level 2 grants hit +6, AVO +10, and crit +6 when using a sword. Hit +5, +7, +5 when brawling. Grants +2 might with gambits. A powerful sword attack might. Mystery crest. It might be some kind of crest. Oh, it's unclear which one. Minor crest is Saros. They say Saint Saros wore this minor crest, passed it down through House Hezrelg. Sometimes might raises when using combat arts. She has Smash, an axe attack with high crit, Sword Prowess, Axe Prowess, Authority. He does not have a crest. Bow Prowess, Reason, Authority. Tempest Lance, powerful lance attack. Minor crested Sithole. I think I'm saying that right. Symbol of strength in the land, allows combat arts to sometimes prevent enemy counterattacks. Minor crest is Sethline. Say Sethline bore this minor crest, a symbol of kindness and mastery of light. Sometimes raises might when using recovery magic. Reason level 1 and Faith level 2. Axe Prowess, Brawling Prowess, Lance Prowess, Bow Prowess. Minor crest is Indich. Say Saint Indich bore this minor crest, a symbol of wisdom and water, occasionally allow weapon attacks to strike twice. Sword Prowess and Reason. Sword Prowess, Axe Prowess, Bow Prowess. And that is everyone we have right now. 17, 20, 17, 16, 16, 17, 18. Dorothy is the oldest here. And 15 for Petra. She's so young. Welcome in, Demi. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? You're 164 centimeters. Nice. Oh. And then we have everyone's height. All right. So let me also go over supports. I'm sure you guys have noticed that when we've been talking to people, or even in the tutorial battle, that people will have little hearts appear over them. That builds up support with your allies. So supports are very useful. They help make your combat better, as well as they give you options to have little cutscenes and interactions with your party members. A lot of characters will have a lot of supports with some people, others will not have as many with others. It's a very interesting system. Now for our character, we can have support with literally anybody and everybody. Which makes it even more interesting. But some people's won't have as many supports, some people will have a lot of supports. It just depends on how it goes. Alright, let me continue to go over things. Storehouse. There's a lot to go over. This is going to be quite the episode. Like I said, we got the big choice out of the way for today. What time is it right now? Yes, there we go. All right. Now, okay, something else I do want to mention is that I will not be grinding like I have on my personal save. So we will not get to see every single support or things of that nature, but I will try my best to do what we can, but I'm not going to go grind crazy and like I normally would on my personal playthrough. So we'll kind of play the game and just go through it normally, naturally, and see where things go. Which could make the game a little harder in some places, but it's not going to make it... The game overall is not super difficult, especially on the difficulty modes we are playing on. I'm going to save again, because I know I just did, but even still. But I think I can explain things as we explore. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Journal. And you can change everyone's outfits and things. We have a dancer ensemble. It's cute. I don't think anyone has any other outfits, at least right now. There's so much to this game. This was the... I don't know how Fire Emblem Engage is, but this was definitely the... This was a huge Fire Emblem game when it came out. Okay. We can definitely do all that. I haven't finished this playthrough of this game. Was not good. Oh. That's a shame.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end.
Thank you.
Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth.
Okay.
As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe I should ask.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class. I'm not too keen.
Okay, so that's your hint that you can recruit other students if you talk to them, go over things, and really spark their interest in a lot of ways, which means leveling up your stats and things.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
No worries, Dimitri. Be yourself.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness.
Thank you.
I have a request.
Grow plants in the greenhouse. Take Dadude's seeds and ask the greenhouse keeper to grow and harvest crops. There's a dish I would like to make. Let me see. I didn't read over all of it. My bad. There's a dish I would like to make, but I need more of a certain vegetable to do so. I was planning to grow it from the seeds in the greenhouse, but if you'd like to help, I would love to. Getting the hang of it?
Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training. Oh, Professor, me.
Didn't mean to talk to you again.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
I'm inevitable. Welcome in, David Sachs. It's nice to see you and have you here. How are you doing tonight? I don't think we've seen and had you here before, but welcome in. It is lovely to have you. Please make yourself comfy and relax. And they're huge into Fire Emblem. I think that sounds about right from what I've heard too, Grim. As unfortunate as that may be. I don't think returning to form is a bad idea. I think after doing this, though, it would definitely make it a lot harder to go back to in a lot of ways.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
I think the other reason that I'm starting with this Fire Emblem as well is I know this one's really popular in a lot of ways, and this is a lot of people's favorites now. However, the other thing too is, especially for here in the US, it's very hard to get your hands on some of the earlier Fire Emblem games, and I'll be honest, I just didn't have any interest of starting with one. I don't think one's necessarily bad, it's not, but it does a lot of things that it's a very like I hate to say it's aged poorly, but in a way it kind of has. Which isn't necessarily a bad, I mean, it is a bad thing, but it definitely shows how much this type of game has evolved, because Fire Emblem was originally on the original Nintendo system, so that's a lot. And then to be brought to here, it's like comparing, for lack of a better example, it's like comparing Breath of the Wild to the original Legend of Zelda. Obviously, one's not going to compare at all. That's fair.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to.
I need to switch my batteries. Well, just controllers. Should be okay. Have a nice day. I was definitely somewhat agreeing with that too, Dolphin, and I'm sure my mic quality is not the best right now, so please excuse me. But I wanted to address your point before I forgot to read over it again, as I'm getting controllers and stuff set back up. Have any battery at all? It does not. I would definitely agree this is probably one of the better places to start. I think for maybe classic Fire Emblem, at least what would be most accessible now, because that's the other thing too, is accessibility. I would say, from what I've played, which hasn't been a lot for Fire Emblem, as much as I love the series, is I would say Fire Emblem Awakening for classic Fire Emblem, but this one's really good too. Okay, so it is charging, good. I used a USB extender because my Switch is way too far away.
Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
So I am sorry about the interruption for my controller dying. You felt like it was a little short. Maybe it was just because I grinded too much in it. I enjoy grinding in games that I really enjoy. Also a good one, stood the test of time. I've heard good things about that one too, I think. Also was comparing it to this game and the lengths are different. So much better than the Wii version. That's fair. I definitely know games like that where I prefer the originals. Final Fantasy Tactics being one. But I think for new players to Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions is probably a little bit better. It's easier to understand and whatnot.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea is quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
If I have to eat in that filthy dining hall, I prefer to invite a cute girl to dine with me. Beforehand, I'll find out her favorite foods so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy. I haven't missed a move. Pretty great, huh? By sharing a meal with others in the dining hall, you can even treat someone to their favorite meal. Talk to the dining staff for details. Share a bite. Well, no, I wasn't talking about Tactics Advance. Tactics Advance is a completely different game. Well, not completely different, but like story-wise and some things about gameplay are different. I was talking about Tactics and then Tactics War of the Lions version.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps.
Yes.
I could just forget all about my assignment.
Now I'm feeling sleepy too. Sometimes it's best to just tell them what they like to hear. It helps build bonds and things. Red flower seeds. Rich red flowers sprout from these seeds when planted. These plants.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
You seem well informed on the subject.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Thank you. Yes, I would like to do some gardening. By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you've given them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Your crop will be ready after 1 week you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. After selecting them out using the directional buttons, press the A button to hand the seeds to the greenhouse keeper. You've offered seeds to the greenhouse keeper. Check back when you next explore the monastery on a free day.
My thanks.
You have my gratitude. The greenhouse is an invaluable resource. If we cultivate more plants, I'm sure we'll be able to cook a larger variety of meals. Thank you. And we got more seeds and some tomatoes. Fancy.
Let's see.
Where did I leave the
I'm
broom?
a little busy.
Oh, sorry.
If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it. I'm a little busy.
Alright. Moving on. Love this time of year. No, Cloud is in the original Final Fantasy Tactics as well. But no, it doesn't really explain it well. It's more just a cameo and for fun.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Seiros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
That's a long time. I'll take care of the kids, don't worry.
Hello there, Professor.
Hello.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Understandable. Where can I visit you then?
My brother would not be pleased if he heard you saying such things. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
There's a ceremony related to Saint Cethleen that requires a rare fish. Would you mind helping me obtain some, Professor? You can fish by speaking to the fish keeper at the fish pond. Catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to Flame. Head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you and speak to the fish keeper to try out fishing. I will accept. Dum, dum, dum. Da-da. It's you.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
I was hoping to spar with you.
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
I forgot you can move the camera while you're talking to people.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Guy likes to eat. I hope you will have forgiveness.
I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking. If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
Of course. Alright. I don't want to do that yet. Should probably be praying. Is that so? It's the amiibo gazebo! This is the amiibo gazebo. When you scan an amiibo, here certain items will appear at random in the monastery in all your save files. You'll get higher quality items for scanning Fire Emblem character amiibo. Each Fire Emblem character amiibo may also provide unique rewards. Unfortunately, I don't have any amiibo. Well, I do have a couple, but not Fire Emblem ones.
Professor, nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
Yeah.
It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
You cannot go past here. That is a shame. Limiting my exploration and wonder.
As part of our commitment to the goddess, the Knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Thank you.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right.
Sure.
You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Looking for someone?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Will do.
Yes.
Goddess smiles
You're
upon
a
us.
member of House Resfeld, the ruling family of the Empire.
has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church.
Really?
Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker.
Okay.
It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Very interesting.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
I know that feeling, except it's probably not the most healthiest thing. You like reading?
Manner, yes, but it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Again, sometimes you just want to tell them what they want to hear. That's very much how some of these games just work. Is tell them what they want to hear, and then, you know, everything's all peachy keen.
Let me tell you the provenance of our class name. The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Ah. Very interesting. Thank you, Ferdinand. I thought that candle was something. You definitely want to make sure that you're like kind of looking over everywhere, because you can find like little goodies and things. And it can be very helpful. Oh, hello.
Before I came to the Officers' Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Aw. Mercedes is really cute too.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Thank you, Ingrid. I also hear what you're saying, Juskull. Ingrid's hairstyle is kind of similar to Agrias's too, as well. Now that I think about it. I didn't think about that before now.
Hi, Professor. How are you doing?
Hello.
If you're not busy, would you like to join me on a little trip into town?
Of course.
I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery for too long. It drives me absolutely crazy.
Understandable. Being locked in a tower is no fun sometimes.
Hi. This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right?
Yes.
Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up. This is the gold. Too bad we won't.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Of course it does. I'd like to learn more about all the students, even if they are not of my house. I do kind of wish, in a way, that we would be able to get to see everyone and talk to everyone and bring them along with us. But there's really not a way to do that unless you are to grind for a ungodly amount of time. But I guess in the bright side is we will be playing this multiple times. So in a way, we will we'll get to interact with them all, just not all at the same time.
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them.
Will do.
When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
That is very true.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order? You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
Thank you. Facilities.
The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers' Academy is welcome to make use of. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here.
Bulletin boards and
Have
quests.
you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery? Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month.
Thank you.
You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
You can explore the monastery as much as you like, but certain activities will only be available while you have activity points. When you're done exploring, press the L button to end your free time and proceed to the next week.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers' Academy, so it's important to hone your skills.
Okay.
To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Your professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Let's talk to Casper.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
You could probably take me, huh? Not a
Really
chance.
think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
As you wish.
That's so.
I do not wish to invade anyone's privacy. Or make anyone uncomfortable. I think I've talked with everyone. Let me take a look at the map again. Almost everyone.
You there.
Oop.
Here's an idea.
Running around super fast.
All right.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Alright. Let's go over fishing. Sorry, I know I've gone kind of a little quiet here overall, because there's just a lot that's going on in game. So it's like very like all over the place, and there's not, what's the best way I can describe it? A lot of it's very much tutorials all over the place, so there's not much to say yet. And I'm also like trying to explain things the best I can. But the game obviously will do it better than I can. So a lot of that this episode, it'll tone down as we continue to go through the game. For sure. But to begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait till you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch, then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long though, or the fish will escape the bait. Press the A button when the circles overlap to reduce the stamina of the hooked fish. Once its stamina is depleted, you will have successfully caught the fish. If your line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fishing line increases with professional level. Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduces the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing at all opportunities, you will net more valuable fish than usual. Lane's bait. Here we go. Perfect. Fishing's not that hard. The small fish, common to all regions of Fodlan, is somehow connected to Saint Cethline. And our fish level went up. A little bit.
You have helped me so much.
Albanian herring, Catalonian gar, insect larva. I should have read that, what it said closer. I can now, though. Fresh catch. How wonderful. I'm certain Saint Cethline would be most satisfied by this fish. If you ever wish to fish again, simply let the manager of the fishing pond know. And we can definitely go back and get even more fish, because now we have even more bait. No worries at all, Mary. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care and have a lovely rest of your night. Giant fish shadow. Oop. Good. Queen Loach, a beautiful specimen, even among Patates loaches, cooks into a dish that boosts dexterity. Perfect. Airmid pike. Fish commonly found in the Airmid River can be used when you share a meal. Perfect. Airmid goby. Small fish throughout the waters of Fodlan. These fish can be eaten but aren't particularly tasty. Hopefully we can get 220 experience fishes again. Oops. You don't want to be early, you want to be late, if that. Which you don't really even want to be late, but... It seems it's more lenient when I'm late than if I'm early. Shit. Another Queen Loach. And our professor level goes up. We are now E plus, E minus. Oh, we're going down. You have even more activity points for exploration. You will now receive more monthly funds for activities. You don't have enough bait to fish. Today's special. Saggart and cream. Full menu. 2 fish saute. Let's go with today's special. Seems Ingrid is indifferent. Petra doesn't like it. A baked confection bake coated with Noah fruit and cream and a Bront reduction, often enjoyed as a dessert at family gatherings. Let's go with Edelgard and Dorothea. Yes, let's share a meal. Of course, Rogue. Thank you so much for being here.
How did you know?
Please take care and have a lovely rest of your night.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Bonds among the three of you grew stronger. The two you invited are more motivated. And that counted for a lot of EXP. You will usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press the L button to do so.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, so you're getting right to it. I'm impressed to find someone who's more proactive than I am. Nice going, Professor. Alright then, next time will be my turn. Onion, turnip, airmid, goby. Onions and turnips. Never had a turnip. I'd like to have a turnip. Turnips seem like I'd enjoy them a good bit. Alright, I think that is everything. Yes, today's will end today's free time. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Of course I would like to buy flowers. Love the birthday flowers. Alright, now we have a mission. Let us definitely save before we go in. Rivalry of the Houses. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest officer at the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's three houses. Let's do so. Enemy reinforcements may sometimes approach the strongholds and stairs. Good to know. White Clouds, Chapter 1, Three Houses.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
Nope. Leave it to me.
So confident. This will be interesting. Each
Thank
of
you.
us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way.
Thank you.
That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
So you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
Poor princess, he says.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Uh-huh.
Words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
Absolutely.
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
I don't intend to lose.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
Thank you.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
Thank you. Hello, Itchy Nerds. It's nice to see and have you here. How are you doing tonight? Sure he does. Yeah. Claude fighting fair and square is never a good sign. Saying that. He's a trickster. That's what I very much get from him. Alright. Guide. Magic. Magic can provide new means of attack and defense to a unit that has the skill and is of an appropriate class. You must equip attack magic in place of a weapon, but you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but these will replenish at the end of battle. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skills. Study Reason to learn black or dark magic. Develop Faith to learn white magic. Battle preparations. Choose the unit's option to determine who to send in the battle. Press the A button to toggle a unit. The units highlighted in green cannot be excluded. Choose the inventory option to sort items, equip abilities, or combat arts. Assign battalions, or change your units' classes. Choose the map option to see the area and placement of your units. Once your preparations are complete, select Fight to begin battle. Let's definitely take a look at our units. Everyone's a little higher level, it seems. We have Hainman and Manuela. Alright. So we do have our work cut out for us here. Because it looks like the leaders are going to be level 3. But I think we can take them. I see as well. We're not going to be able to take everyone with us this time. Well, who do we want to take with us for certain? Let me unequip everyone that we can. We have to take me and Edelgard. Like, let's go with Dorothea and Petra. Lindhart's a healer. Anyone can become anything if you train them down that road, but they obviously have more, they obviously lean more into certain things. Sure he does. So let's begin battle. Defeat conditions, all your units fall in battle.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
Yes, I will.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Will do.
Stay focused.
Let's have Lindhart.
I will get the victory.
That's my cue.
Okay.
I will prevail.
I prefer to have units a little closer together to start out, and actually having Lorenz go for Edelgard is not a bad move because axes beat lances.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Dedu, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
It's nice to be back into this game and like playing it seriously. For sure. Okay. And because we have Songstress, that was a good move. That definitely worked out in our favor. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so this is the dangerous thing. Actually, no. I know I don't have to think it this hard, but I want to get in the habit of... I want to try to play this as if it were classic mode the best we possibly can, but I don't want the punishments for that. It's a little risky. But I think we can take all three of them out at once. Maybe not all three, but a good majority of them. Yes, that was good. Lorenz is not down, it seems. Alright, so we're gonna take some damage here. I'd say Lorenz is a little bit more dangerous than Ignatz. Nice! Our mystery crest activate.
Unthinkable.
Should I have held back?
Nope.
Such power dwells within?
Magic, strength, and dexterity go up by 1. Not a bad turn of events. I can go for a training sword here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I really genuinely did not mean to do that. Oops. Because I would have much rather had her start working on getting magic up. That's okay.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
Stored 10 health already. But that takes up his turn. Gets some life back, and gets hit again. Alright. Alright, so here's the thing. Hopefully, we can take them out here. He can't attack back. So the thing with bows is unless you have certain skills, you cannot attack, counterattack. %100% for both. That's okay. Somebody had to get hurt. I would have rather it been Lynn hurt. Because he can restore a lot of health.
I've lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
Yes. There we go. Trying to bring Petra a little closer to hopefully get some support going for her, but I don't think that's going to happen.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Good job, Edelgard. Doing good so far.
I'd like to take it easy.
Oh yes, she has songstress. Let's take a couple of turns off and just sit back here, see if anyone's gonna come to us. Seems they are stationary in their tactics. Alright. Let's move the professor up. There. Dorothea there as extra support. And Petra as well as extra support.
Are you really gonna fight 2 houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
Well, why don't you come out of the bushes?
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Oh, shit. So I should explain crits here.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
So, as you may have noticed, we had just gotten a crit there. Crits deal 3 times the amount of damage that you were originally going to do. They are very, very, very helpful, and they very much turn the tides. Let's go for an Iron Axe on Mercedes. Try to whittle her health down a little bit.
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back.
I wouldn't do such a thing. We are now level 4.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Yeah, that was not a good level up. Speed +1 and resistance +1. I've seen worse level ups, but it definitely wasn't impressive. I was hoping for maybe another crit. She has a bow. Okay, that's why. I was about to say, why she's not using magic? Because she should just heal that damage right back, but that's because she's using a that. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Lyconius and Demi. I appreciate it. I will definitely take that as a compliment. Ooh, Dorothea leveled up. Let's go. Strength plus magic.
Quite what I was after.
Yeah, not really the best for you. Magic's nice, but strength?
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Sorry, I did not mean to skip that battle. I have not had dinner yet, Cass, but thank you for the self-care package. I do appreciate that. I shall stretch, hydrate, and I'm indeed sitting up straight. Everyone's bonds are growing. That is good for us.
I'd like to take it easy.
Yeah, I definitely want you to take it easy, Linhart.
Thanks so much.
Let's have Petra try to finish off Mercedes. Good job.
Oh no. This is as far as I can go. I will not be stopping.
There we go. Dorothea does not have any healing magic. Don't. I want to wait another turn before trying to engage them again. Let us scoot over 1. There we go. Now they'll have to get extremely close. Probably a little too close, even. Alright. So we could have our ranged attackers. Let's see, she can cast Thunder twice, but she's only going to get 1. So unless she crits, she's not going to finish her off. Or deal near that much damage. That's fine. Ooh, oh, I didn't even see that she had a hand axe. Ooh. So there are some variations of weapons that do allow extra range. So just because something's an axe or a sword or a lance does not necessarily mean it doesn't have range. So it is a little scary sometimes. Yeah, let's finish you off.
Ouch! Was that really necessary?
As expected.
Edelgard cannot get in close enough. But Petra going for Dimitri is probably a good idea. I mean, not Dimitri, Claude. Yeah, try to get some health back with Nosferatu. I'm a little hungry. I cannot deny. Oh.
Perhaps it's time for a nice nap.
All right. That could be a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I could have played that a little bit better. I'll admit, I feel like I kind of messed up a little bit earlier. That's all right. You get a little closer, Dorothea, and I'll be ready to support. Let's get an attack on Manuela. That's all right. And then Petra can go for Claude again. Or Manuela. But getting hit. She has a high crit chance, though. There we go. Good girl. That's Petra. That's what we like to see. We love crits.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Yeah, I mean, but I will take the speed. Speed's good on you.
Hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
You have 200k points. I mean, 20k points. You can spend it, but I don't think we'll be going on for much longer. We would pretty much sit down to eat together, and that'd be about it. And actually, since we have a free turn, so to speak, it's not a bad idea, although I won't be able to get the professor in it. That's fine. I want to get Petra. Good job, Petra. A 1% crit chance. Nice.
I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary. One more success.
Kick ass, girl.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
Petra's cracked. You'll save it. No worries at all, Cass. Thank you for the thought. I do appreciate it. It does suck that we did lose one person, but that is how it kind of be. I don't know if you play on Classic if it, oh yeah, that's right. She won't heal anyone besides who's adjacent to her. Dorothea is definitely a good passive healer. She can be trained to be more of a healer if you so desire to. It's not something like she's bad at. Well, actually, it might be. Oop. Let me see. Can I not view it here? I guess not. You don't want to take me from the game? I appreciate it, Cass. He's not going to go on the offensive at all. What level's Dorothea at? I need to try to level everyone up a little bit evenly. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I'll wait here. Petra wouldn't be able to get close enough. That would leave her really in a bad shape. I'll scoot her over one more. While I have Edelgard go for the attack. Oh, Edelgard. You wouldn't be taking me from the game, Cass. I just think that we're probably going to, like, we've gone through a lot this episode. A whole huge cast of characters to learn and whatnot. So it's kind of like, I'll be honest, even after I know all these characters, it's a lot. I'm gonna have Edelgard attack again, actually. That'll leave Edelgard in kind of critical condition, but that's okay. Try to spread the EXP a little bit and love. Thing is I know Petra can easily finish him off.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
I will not be stopping.
I hate that we lost one unit. Even though it doesn't matter, but
I will not misplace my heart.
yeah, Petra, you did not get good level ups this time. That's okay. An intermediate seal.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Let's go!
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Petra really was. That was good for Petra. I can't deny. She did fantabulous there.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise.
It was easy.
Yes, it was. Further proof that you're well qualified to guide the Black Eagles.
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
Thank you.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
No, it was you guys. You guys put in a lot of work.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
True.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together.
That is true. Very true.
Something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further.
Edelgard, lighten up a little bit.
Kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well.
No worries at all, Cass. Thank you so much for swinging by. It's always lovely to see you and have you here. And good night, Hippie, as well. Please take care and have a lovely rest of your night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you.
I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
It was eventful. I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon.
Understood.
You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
Understood.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Understood. My mission?
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood?
Understood.
I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
Understandable.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Thank you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
Of course not.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
Understood.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
That is very interesting, as well as you, sir.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Looks like he's not going to get any sort of answers. This game looks super good. Cool, good. I'm glad you think so, Cass.
Part 1. White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Alright. Loading. But I think there are new places to explore in the monastery. Receive 2,000 gold from the Church of Saros as fundings for this month's activities. Ooh, going on here.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits.
Yes.
Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience.
Yes, sir.
The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary.
Thank you.
In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
Understood.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Let's do our best.
The knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
Yes, let us do that.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
It's different.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you?
No.
I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about.
No, you don't.
By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right?
Yes.
That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well.
Will do.
I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you.
Thank you.
I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down. Ever.
Understood. It's Annette's birthday. Of course I would like to buy flowers. Monastery holds events with various effects, such as those with increased benefits of the share of meal activity for certain characters. These events will appear on the calendar. Select Explore on your day off to participate. So we can definitely take a look at the armory before we sign off. We can buy plenty of things. So you can always buy training gauntlets, training weapons. They're not really that effective, but they they do have increased chance to hit. That's pretty good. I didn't realize that. But they also have increased durability, which is very nice. They also usually weigh a lot less too. They're very good for training, but I wouldn't really consider them that necessary unless you really can't equip anything. But usually you can equip a normal iron axe. Typically go for iron unless you're trying to get rid of training weapons. That's what I would recommend. And I would only go for iron unless you're like just really strapped for cash. That's for item shops. Shields. Good to have something for everyone, but not always necessary either. Italian, cannot do that yet. Can't do the blacksmith either. But I think that is where we are going to wrap up for the night. Because I don't know about you guys, but we have had a lot of plot, a lot of characters dumped onto us, which I don't dislike about this game, but it definitely becomes a little overwhelming, in my opinion. And even for me, like when I've played through this part already, even for me, it's like a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't imagine if for anyone who might be new to the game. But once again, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Please be sure to stick around for the raid. For who we will be raiding out to. See who's on. But let's go give hi to this person. Someone new. Okay, let me take a closer look. No, they're just starting. Okay, good. I thought that they might have been ending here for a minute. But we will be live again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some more Legend of Dragoon. And actually, let me make a raid message, because I do want to start doing that from now on. I'm bad at remembering to do that and thinking of that. Go for... Yes, I'm definitely enjoying the exploring and whatnot. I really do like this game. It's a lot, and I think it would be best for us to end it here for the night. That would be... Go with this. This sounds nice. The new beginning of 3 houses. Go with that. So go ahead and grab that raid message, and we will head over. Say hello to someone named Claire Wolf. Say hello, make a new friend today. But once again, guys, please take care and have a lovely rest of your night. And until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. Till then, bye-bye.